Hi there, my name is Gautam and I work on the operations team here at Uber. Ever wondered how your cancellation rate is calculated? Let's break it down in just under a few minutes. But first, what is the cancellation rate? It is the percentage of all the requests you cancelled out of all the requests you accepted. This includes both rides and deliveries and cancelling a trip radar request after you matched with it. For example, if you have accepted 100 exclusive offers or trip radar requests and you cancel 5, then your cancellation rate is 5%. We know that things don't always go as planned, and that's why we do our best to protect your cancellation rate. For example, if you have to cancel due to safety reasons, or the rider cancels, or the rider doesn't show up, in those types of situations, your cancellation rate will not be affected. So why does your cancellation rate matter? There are a few factors. When you cancel trip requests, things slow down. Riders have to wait longer, Uber Eats customers get their orders late, and you might end up driving further to pick up new riders or deliveries. Your cancellation rate will also impact your Uber Pro or Uber Eats Pro status, which unlocks rewards when you reach Gold, Platinum, and Diamond tiers. Now, let's talk about how your cancellation rate is calculated. Uber uses something called the look-back window, which is a set number of requests that are counted. In the United States, we count the last 100 requests. For example, if you cancelled 7 out of your last 100 requests you accepted, then your cancellation rate is 7%. The way the look-back window works is that when you cancel and accept, it replaces the 100th oldest accept from your look-back window. I like to think about it like a conveyor belt in a manufacturing plant. There are 100 widgets on the conveyor belt. When one widget falls off the belt, it is replaced by a new one. Let's look at some examples to see how your cancellation rate changes when you cancel accepted requests. Let's say your cancellation rate is 5%. That would mean that you have cancelled 5 out of your last 100 accepted trip requests. If you cancel an accepted request and your oldest request was also an accept, then you have now cancelled 6 out of your last 100 trip requests, which means your cancellation rate goes up to 6%. Now let's talk to an example where you cancel a new request and it replaces a cancelled request. Let's say your cancellation rate is 6%. If you cancel a new request and your oldest request is also a cancel, then your cancellation rate stays the same at 6%. They cancel each other out and hence your cancellation rate does not change. Now let's look at what happens if you accept a new request and you don't cancel. Let's say your cancellation rate is 6%. If you accept a new request and your oldest request was cancelled, that means you have now cancelled only 5 out of your last 100 requests. So your cancellation rate goes down to 5%. The accepted request cancels out the cancellation and hence your cancellation rate goes down. And that's a great thing. Let's say your cancellation rate is 6% and you accept a new request. If your oldest request was also an accept, that means you still have cancelled 6 out of your last 100 requests. So your cancellation rate stays the same at 6%. In other words, the accepted requests cancel each other out, so your cancellation rate does not change. So as you can see, each time you accept or cancel a trip request, it can either help or hurt your cancellation rate. Small changes can really make a big impact. And now you know how it works. You can check your cancellation rate in the driver app by tapping on the menu icon and then tapping on your profile picture. Here, you'll find your acceptance rate, cancellation rate, and other ratings all in one place. Thank you for watching and drive safely.